You know what I was also thinking about the other day?
What?
So you remember 2022 and that run? Is there a part of you deep down that thinks that the the vibes and the magic of that run will never be able to duplicate, and that's going to be kind of the high for like think in terms of like think of put yourself in a player's shoes. Are you ever going to be able to replicate the energy that that 2022 run gave you? Because if you can't, how are you going to get the energy to kind of push past that? Because in my opinion, looking back at this whole 2023 season, the truth of the matter is 2022 is a lot more fun. Like, let's be real here.
It was pretty crazy.
2022 was a lot more fun. And that's not discounting 2023. It was a
No,
great year and there
no.
were some fun moments. But 2022 was one of the best seasons of my life as a fan. And I'm sure it was one of the best baseball seasons for all of these players, the most fun they've had on a baseball diamond. Does a part of you worry that that's not going to be replicable in the future and in future playoff runs because the energy and the
Well,
magic that they had doesn't come around very often? Does
there's
that make
not an
sense?
underdog we're not an underdog anymore. That's kind of, I mean, the Phillies, now people know that we're going to be a staple in the playoffs, and we have the expectation that we should make deep runs into the playoffs now. So as far as like the energy from like a player and like the fan base, like I don't think it's gonna be as easy to replicate it. Definitely not. But like I think the players, I don't know if they need that type of crazy energy. I think they just need to execute, because you look at the teams that ended up winning the past 2 years, and
That's true.
their energy, they weren't having as much fun as us, but boy did they execute. Their pitchers, their hitters. It just comes down to execution. The energy is fun and all, but
That's a good point. I guess I didn't think about that. I was just thinking in terms of um, the vibes and they were as good as I've ever seen and as good as I honestly think they could possibly get in 2022. And yeah, 2023. I mean, it was good, but you lost again, and suddenly you have 2 seasons where you got close, and the bad vibes start kind of piling up, and the glory days are behind you. And before you know it, it's 2026, and you look back on this whole run, and 2022 was the best season. I there's a world where that's a real possibility. I'm not worried, but just
yeah, you're
acknowledging
scaring me a
it.
little bit, man. You're scaring me a little bit here.
I had to reminisce. I told you I don't like reminiscing on anything. So
I
once I
know. Me
started
neither.
thinking about 2023, I had to think about 2022, and now here I am, 2026,
Yeah.
all depressed.
Yeah. Oh.